It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Bucks, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Well, Brock, we saw week 1 season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right, it was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's week 1, you're...
Punter Tress Way set to get this one started. And we're off from Tampa. Rashad White on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the 7th-year pro, comeback player of the year contender last season in Baker Mayfield.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Completes this one to Otten. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Baker now from the gun. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, here's Baker. Got Evans, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Mayfield to throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Along the 30.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you've got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
They are throwing it again. This one's taken in by Otten. And he drives this forward to the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Mayfield now from the gun. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Has it in close. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming, allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but you finish off and get the early lead.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Such an incredible amount of promise in this man and a lot of signs of hope since he went near the top of the draft this spring. We knew he was always going to get the start in his first career game. And this is the first step to beginning a new era for this franchise. And also that chip on his shoulder to prove that he should have been the number 1 pick.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Staying with Robinson. He's contained at the line for no gain. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Daniels. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes this in at the 25. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Right back to Irving now. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Running right, it's Irving. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Once again, Irving. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Mayfield. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. And they had that one contained right at the line. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. coverage here. From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
That's going to be caught by Evans. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Benjamin St-Juste getting up to end that play. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They kick the running back in motion. Got his target. It's Otten. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Pass it down close. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Second and long, they didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable third down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Godwin sent in motion right. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Pass is caught at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing, Baker. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 21-zip already. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. Got Sinnott, it's complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 21-0 our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. From the 34. Completed here to McCaffrey. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. A tight end in motion now. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Has a man, it's Ertz. And they get this down to the 28. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
Motioning the tight end left. Robinson. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game.
Commanders 7.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. 1st and 10, here's Mayfield. Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Mike Sarah still makes the play. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 14.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here's Palmer. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buccaneers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Godwin, the man in motion left. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Got Evans, it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll send him over right. First down, here's Baker. Lays out, what a catch! That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. 2nd and 3 now.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard
from the 24. He's got him. That's McMillan. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Motioning one of the tight ends.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Cut out left. And he's caught behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
This finds Evans, complete. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. And for the Commanders, a fifth defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Mayfield to throw again. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Stop that time by Jamel Dean. The Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up. Now Daniels off to play action. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Buccaneers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. On the give, this is Irving. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Hauled in by Godwin. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. An option give to Robinson. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Daniels on first down. Got a man. Robinson has it. And this one does not go far. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. From the 35 on second down. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting.
And Daniels to the air. He's got it near the 10. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders face a 4-point deficit. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game.
Commanders 21.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's White on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home teams and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Here's the give to Irving. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Irving here from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Completes this one to Otten. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Now they're whistling for timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. 3rd and long for him here. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Washington first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. QBs playing today have baseball in their background because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The home teams and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. About 4 yards in the end. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Starting from the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Commanders are ready to get their offense out there for the final time in the first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They go play action here. Ertz reels it in. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome aboard to you and Brock. And to you at home as we take you around the NFL here on NFL Kickoff Weekend 2024. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. The Cowboys looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Geno Smith has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. The Bucs were treated to a fine first half by their quarterback. That's Baker Mayfield. He lit up the skies with 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys were rolling in the early part of this football game.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. This return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Commanders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They've got first down from the 31. That's caught in stride by McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They've got a man in motion. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, Daniels. It's taken in by Eckler. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
It's taken in by Sinnott. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. First carry now for Austin Eckler. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Complete, it's McLaurin. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Yaya Diaby brings him down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They bring a tight end in motion right. Daniels throwing on 3rd. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down, here's Baker. This one's taken in by Otten. Pushing it up past the 30. Keeps it moving. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Irving on the inside give. And he'll get it down for a solid gain to about the 37. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Commanders.
They'll run this with Irving. And he's brought down for a loss. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Baker now off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 4th down. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that grows their lead to 12.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Now Daniels off the play action. It's caught. Eckler. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They motion the slot man right. Daniels on first down. Finds the in route complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They motion the tight end over. Again, Daniels to the air. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. On the give, here's Eckler. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. The Buccaneers bringing out a dime look. 3rd down coming. Daniels back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first. Play fake here. Daniels. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Putting a receiver in motion. On first down, here's Eckler. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Now Daniels to throw. His throw is caught. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Man in motion here. Eckler. Will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Daniels now. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the pressure drives them backwards.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything, and this defense just...
Touchdown! The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's White on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Hauled in by Godwin. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
They've got first down from the 31. Trying the inside handoff to Eckler. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 29. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. And they've got themselves another first and 10. They send a man in motion. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Daniels from the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. They've got a man in motion. Eckler. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points.
Buccaneers, 33.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. On the return, here's Palmer. Returns looking good so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Buccaneer offense back after another series. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Going with Irving here. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Now here's Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Evans. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Finds his man. It's Godwin. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Buys time, rolling right. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
A 53-yard attempt.
Got all of it, and this is good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game!
And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
Has this at the 6. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. This could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Daniels throwing on third. He beams one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now Daniels off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. In this linebacker today, we had the interception earlier, a sack.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. He breaks the tackle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. First down from the red zone. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a fourth quarter lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. On the return, here's Palmer. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. This one's taken in by Anu. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Now it's Irving. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's third and less than a yard. Right back to Irving now. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Mayfield on first and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 41-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. To the sideline. Catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
5-yard gain on the play. And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a carry by Irving. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He's got him. That's McMillan. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Short pass caught by his tight end.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Baker throwing again. That pass complete to McMillan. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They're now set for 1st and 10.
And the Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 5-yard line.
Mayfield will look to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Has it down close. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has a man, it's Ertz. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They send a tight end in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. It's taken in by Eckler. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The home team's back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. First down, here's Baker. That pass complete to Irving. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. He'll throw it. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Commanders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, no matter the outcome today, partner, I think we can all agree it's been very exciting watching him throw the ball. He's found the end zone 4 times, but he's now given it away 3 times as well.
Yeah, if he were a golfer, his scorecard would be fascinating because a bunch of birdies, but these bogeys and double bogeys he's got to eliminate. Yeah. It's really been high risk, high reward through the air. Want to slow a quarterback down in that production he's found with his aggressiveness, but you've also got to find a way to turn that governor on, take a little less risk, and take care of that football.
Option play, here's a give to Eckler. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They send a receiver in motion right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Handoff headed right. Eckler. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. After that last drive, he stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Back to throw. Escapes out to the left. Now he takes it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Setting up to pass. On target to Godwin. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Here he is to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. He'll look to throw it. Has it in close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. Gotta figure out this third down here. Throwing now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're gonna have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it's going to be 2nd down. Handoff now to Eckler. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Staying with Eckler. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. What a season opener we're being treated to here, Brock, as the ball is teed up. Here we go in overtime. On the return, here's Palmer. He stopped on the return at the 27. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. They couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, but the home crowd rising out of throw of overtime now. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
the ground again on first. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one. This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Third and long for him here. Completes beyond the marker. The 30. Gets the 10. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers claim a 6-point lead. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. I love playing. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.